We'll never figure it out. That's the funny thing.
There has been an awakening.
Someone woke up.
Have you felt it?
I don't need to figure it out. It's fine.
Hello, what have we here?
These guys are so funny.
Hello.
Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Great day. Good. What's up, Galaxy?
Awful day, Galaxy. Can't talk. You need to have a beer before you can speak.
Oh, yeah. Let's just dive into the beer review then.
Ring that drinking bell and grab something and pour it out.
All right.
You got yourself, you walked over, you said you got yourself a goblet or a glass or something?
Oh, no. I just have I got a drinking glass this
You're going to actually use it this time?
Yeah, I guess. So I walked up to Pedro's. I still don't know what that Italian place is up front, run by the Mexicans. But I ran up to Pedro's real quick and grabbed like the one thing I had never seen before. So I'll give you a quick. Jesus, it's all condensations. Let's see, River Horse. It's backwards, but it says River Horse Triple Horse. It's a Belgian style ale belled with spices. Guys, we're off to a great start, guys.
This is
perfect. But it is a 10% alcohol by volume, so I'm probably gonna get fucking belligerent.
It's going crazy today.
What do you got over there?
Something from Columbus Brewing, the Fest beer for Oktoberfest season. Now that we're halfway through September, I think I've had this one before last year. I cannot remember 100%. But I already started drinking it, as you guys saw, and it's delicious.
Oh, no!
Before we do anything else, though, we forgot to say that...
Oh, God, guys.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Oh, God. Go ahead.
Before you
first
cry.
of all, we have... Well, okay. I was going to say one thing. You want to say the other thing at the same time?
I was going to say you are...
Mopar.
I am Commander Cody, and this is Commander Cody.
Commander.
Every
I think
time.
we're both wearing newer shirts. I got a newer, just black Star Wars shirt with stars.
I got the dumbest shirt of all time.
Dr. Drengus. For your health. If you guys are unweathered, non-weathered Mo-effers, Dr. Stephen Brule, just look it up.
It's the dumbest shirt I've ever bought, but it's my birthday present to myself, so fuck it.
Dr. Stephen Brule. Go on YouTube and just search it. It's honestly some of the most cringe-worthy stuff ever created, but there's a lot. It's just kind of awkward, hilarious. So if you're down for that,
I love it.
You'd be a dangle, and he always messes up words, and that's why I like him, because I always mess up words. Because he always just like, this is my. It'll be like Karen Breach, and he'll be like Darren Feach. All right, what do we got? And be like,
yeah. You and Steve Brule have a lot in common.
You want to go? What do we got this evening for the listeners?
So we got Padilla. That's how you pronounce his name. He corrected me.
That guy doesn't know
anything. He's
Mexicano. I'm talking about what do we got on the schedule for this evening?
I was just gonna say we got Deadpoolio and Brian Shannon in the chat right now. So shout the fuck out, guys.
Hell yeah.
So director news for episode 9. That's the big one we got to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Some fans are being bitch heads, and there's a petition going around about the director. There's a new Star Wars book coming out from a certain point of view. It's a collection of stories from Star Wars and an audiobook. Rebel Season 4 is coming up, which we don't care about, but we'll still talk about. And of course, we got to get into our beer review.
As we do every episode.
God,
we've already fucking done it.
My natural inclination is to show stuff over here, but that's where your camera is, and it's just covering it up, and you can't see anything. Okay,
River Horse.
You had a fucking seizure when you smelled your beer, so what's going on?
Smells like a Dilophopotamus's shit. This is going to be heavy. So I'll show you how it looks poured here for our actual viewers. Ooh, yeah. It's a lot lighter than I expected, even though...
Well, you can see my face through the mug.
So I got a light right here, but you can see it's kind of more of a smoky golden. I kind of expected it to be more of a brown dark, with it being 10% and a triple and brewed with spices, and it's poison.
It's poison. What kind of beer? Like a Belgian triple?
It's a Belgian style ale. It's a triple horse for whatever and it's got a hoppopotamus on it.
Yeah, Belgian triple. Mine just says Oktoberfest.
That could be the perfect mascot for a hoppy beer, a hoppopotamus.
You just gotta make it up first.
I just gotta have someone draw it, and then I could take all the rights of it. Perfect.
This is an Oktoberfest style lager. A little different because you should know Oktoberfests usually ales. This is lager. So, sips. Gotta get the drinking bell out.
Let me find it.
Oh God. See you guys in a half hour. Ow.
So to give you a quick background, oh shit, I almost broke it.
Church key.
Yeah, the church key, but I did get this drinking bell. I think it was many episodes I talked about it. But one of the guys that I work with out of, it's near Halifax. What am I thinking? Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Bought me this.
Right.
So we spoke about it a few episodes ago, but if you guys are wondering what the hell the drinking bell is, he's a Mennonite, so he didn't know what to get me, and I was just like, you should get me a beer opener. Just kind of kidding, because he doesn't drink. And he's like, fuck yeah, here's a one with a bell, so everyone knows what time it is to drink. I'm like, you are a genius. I love it.
You talked about it the first episode we did remotely over Skype. So now that's our episode-ly tradition. Got to ring the drinking bell. All right.
Yeah. So you already tasted yours.
I did, but your turn.
Okay.
This is awesome. It's all the flavor of an Oktoberfest with all the light feels and the crisp, refreshing goodness of a lager. It's awesome. It's really, really good. Tastes like somebody mixed an Oktoberfest and a Miller Lite together, which at first sounds kind of gross, but once you have it, you realize what I'm talking about, and it's amazing.
Right. Wow. For the high alcohol of this, I'm not tasting too much alcohol, so that's good. It's not burning the buds.
It's dangerous, though.
It has that Belgian style that I'm not a huge fan of, but it quickly blends into the rest of the beer, so it's not like sitting with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like very bubbly, so it's very dangerous is what I'm trying to say. Like I said, it's poison because it's very easy to drink. It's high in alcohol, and even with the flavor I don't like, it's like just a hint of it. So
just a hint of alcohol.
This is surprisingly easy to drink.
That's good.
Let me dive into where it's actually brewed out of. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead because mine has no description on it at all.
It says Ewing, New Jersey, like Patrick Ewing. If you guys are 90s NBA fans at all, but it's his last name, Ewing. I hate saying it by itself. Ewing, New Jersey.
I always said it Ewing.
Ewing.
Like a Ewing.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to do wrong, but it's
like
looking at it, it's like EW, so it's like ew.
I know.
It doesn't have any descriptions on it. It just has. Let's see.
Yeah, same here. No descriptions.
It's River Horse Brewing. So it's actually. Oh, okay. So River Horse is the brewing company, and Triple Horse is this beer. Okay.
Yeah, no descriptions. Columbus Brewing Company, one of the originals here in Columbus from 1988. I think Great Lakes is also 88, which is cool because we're all both 88 as well.
We are all both 88.
You know what I meant to say. I like almost everything I've had by them. So yeah, no complaints. This is no exception. It's awesome. And I switched to my new Thrones goblet, courtesy of the wifely Hobbit. Got me this for my birthday.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
It's a little obnoxious to drink out of because it's so tall, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where I got. As I travel around the country, I try to grab different either bottle openers from places that I've gone to or actual glasses from the breweries or wherever I'm at. I have no clue where I got this one. It says 5 Rabbit Cervecia. It's not even, it's like Portuguese. It's not cerveza. It's like cervecia. So I don't know.
Can
5
translate
rabbit something.
Deadpoolio can translate for you. So it smelled terrible, but it's not as bad as it smelled. That's good.
Yeah, it smells just like a Belgian style, which is not my favorite, but it quickly goes away with some refreshingness. Guys, it smells like pig shit outside. Let me tell you about this.
I saw pig shit on the show notes. What are you going to talk about?
No, it's just even more so around here. Like Columbus is surrounded by farms.
Yeah, but they're little
I'm
ways
literally like 50 feet from a farm.
Yeah.
Like if we walk outside and I just walk like a half mile, I'm in the dead of fucking Children of the Corn. So Mopar of the Corn. We're at that time of the year, like they're doing different stuff. I don't know. I'm not a fucking farmer. They're laying fertilizer down for next year. They're harvesting this year. I don't know. But it just smells rank outside. It smells just like a city of farts. It's just awesome.
Like a
city boy bitching about farm life. Yeah, farts. I mean, it's kind of awkward to call myself a city boy because we're not from anywhere near. I mean, we're from like the Cleveland area, but we're still like a half hour. We're right in the middle of like Amish and Cleveland is where we grew up. So, yeah, fair enough. Steve Kirk has a point. Yeah. I'm still going to bitch about it. I walk outside and I gag because it's just like a pig shit in my nose.
Shout out to fanboys. Yeah, you don't get that from where we lived when you were in Columbus. You don't get that. You got to go kind of a ways out of the central of Ohio to get that.
Yeah, once you get out of it, you can't. It's a while. It's like another 2.5 hours before you get back to any part of civilization. Padilla says cervecería, whatever it's called. It equals brewery. So
maybe that was Spanish, but it wasn't beer. It was brewery.
Yeah,
cervecería. Yeah. Nice. Well, at the very least, you're actually drinking out of a glass, which I'm happy to see. Steve Kirk lives in the country. He's talking shit. Oh, yeah, flash the new controller, man. That's awesome.
Dude, I was so jealous when I saw Tommy Boy get one, and mine's been slowly going out.
It looks sweet.
But this thing's like faded craziness. And it's almost cool because for the viewers or for our listeners that aren't viewing, it's like a greenish blue. It looks a lot more blue on the YouTubes over here. But it's like their ocean splash fucking Baja Mountain Dew color.
I was just going to say like the Taco Bell Baja Blast or whatever.
Yeah,
Mountain
but
Dew.
it's like extra smooth. I don't know. It just works. I'm happy with it. It looks cool. That's what I was going for. So whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You get to flash your Commander Cody's all fucking pop shits. This is all I got.
Oh God! The camera fucking just tripped me out. I can't do it. Yeah, man. I wish there was a Mopar pop. You're gonna have to get one made one day.
Yeah, just a Hemi Challenger where you tap it and the engine rattles around.
Yeah, just get a Mopar needs to get a deal. The company, not you, needs to get a deal with Funko and just have like a 446 pack on like a pop bobblehead.
Yep, exactly.
That'd be awesome, and that could be you.
Exactly. So what have you been playing lately? Anything?
So we talked about Oblivion. I got back into it, but I just haven't had much time to play video games. So I haven't been playing much of anything. I put a few hours into Oblivion. That's it. I haven't touched Battlefield, not Dark Souls. I think I need to revitalize in the gaming life. And we should be getting the beta for Battlefront 2 in a few weeks. So I think that will do it for me. So that's it.
Oh, we got Matt from Australia here. Got to duck out to the doctors for a half, but be back soon. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Is that Matt Keegan? Yeah, hammered Australian motherfucker.
You know, as we like to say, everybody has a different fucking name on every single platform. So who knows? Maybe some other Matt also from Australia.
And if you're listening to this after the fact, you can join us live. We've been Sunday nights or Monday nights around 8 p.m. If you just go over to YouTube, subscribe, it'll give you a notification when we go live, and you can tune in like all these other jackasses and message us and yell at us and, you know, give us your opinion on the stuff. So you can do that right now. We'll pause. Hold on. That gave you plenty of time to go on over there. If you didn't, I'll find you.
And we got Jimmy Spilsbury tuning in for the first time on Periscope. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, welcome.
He says he would love to see a Funko figure of Darth Crate. Hell yeah. They need to do some more Legends. Actually, are there any Legends pops? They need to do some. We need a Revan Funko, Bane Funko with the crab mask.
No, I like Crate because he's got that bone mask. It fucking looks sweet. But going back to what we were playing, I finally jumped back into Fallout 4.
Nice.
After I got my new controller, I was like, well, I better fucking use it. So
I'm actually going to look up while you're talking.
So I booted up Fallout 4, and I had already played for like 15 hours. I didn't realize that on one character. But the game is so big and it's so in depth, and every corner you look, there's something to be found, and you get lost in that game so easily.
Yeah.
Just as big as Skyrim is, it's like that, but it's getting ridiculous to the point where if you're not like just getting on to do a specific thing, you're just not going to do anything. You're just going to walk around and die. So.
Right. Yeah, I still haven't put time into Fallout 4. I haven't played it at all.
It's a fun game, and there's little. I've talked about it before. Fallout 4 sets up certain things like in the environment that you'll just laugh about. I walked in and I was hiding from these super mutants, and I ducked into a bathroom. I opened up one of the stalls, sneaking, and there was a teddy bear reading newspaper on the shitter. I was like, I love this game. This is fucking awesome.
I love Bethesda. They have to be announcing something this year because it's been 6 years since Skyrim came out. And the next big thing we got from them was Fallout 4, obviously. But we need to be getting an announcement sometime soon, man, about something.
I ran across one of the super mutants. He had a sweet roll on him. I thought that was a quip back to Skyrim. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, I'm not picking up this sweet roll.
I love it. Bethesda's awesome. Yeah, so summary of what I've been doing is no video gaming at all, really. Just kind of waiting for Battlefront 2. And then we will get back the fuck into some things. And Dynasty Warriors 9. It's supposed to come out before the end of the year, I think.
Man, I can't. I would never spend money on a Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, I love it. I love it for like a little bit. It's all good, man. And there's a board game that goes along with the same story that Dynasty Warriors is based on, some ancient Chinese story called Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And there's a board game based on the same thing, the same group of characters, same three families and everything that I got. And I've been waiting for me and Butterclone and Travis, Tommy Boy. I always say Travis. I'm sorry. To be able to play it. So that's coming up soon. I can't wait to play it. I heard good things about it.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Shut the fuck up. For anyone not watching, you have no idea what just happened. Anyways.
So I do have a quick, so I guess somewhat personal note. The girlfriend, it's one of the most amazing things that's ever happened to me.
Personal.
The girlfriend got a job, which is not the greatest thing. It's good. It's very good. But she got a job at a beer distributor.
A beer distributor?
A beer distributor. And let me tell you, there's something called Free Beer Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
They get free beer every fucking Friday.
You should have no shortage of beer reviews.
It's like Christmas once a week, guys.
That's awesome.
I can't extabulate how I feel about this. There's no words.
We got Jared popping in too. Personal stories with Mopar.
Let me tell you.
That's a great story, man. Free beer. There's no complaints about that. So are you getting like a bunch of Pennsylvania craft beers, or what's the range of the distribution?
I mean, it's everything. It's like the hub. So how beer distributors work is the actual breweries will sell to the distributors who will sell to the stores.
Right.
So they don't have to, so the beer breweries don't have to like individually ship to all those fucking places. So they ship it to a certain point. So this is the point in like central PA, and they've got, let's just call it 20, 30 counties that they distribute to.
Nice.
So they have like contracts set up. She was saying that like Miller and Coors all go through her distributor. There's no Miller or Coors sold or bought in the counties outside of them. So
nice.
But supposedly for the Free Beer Fridays, it's all the stuff that's about to spoil. So it would make no sense for them to ship it, across and finally deliver. And by the time they sell it, it'll be old.
Of course.
But so they just like, if it's going to spoil like this month, they'll just give it away. So
that's good because some people would be shitty and sell the beer anyways, even though they knew it was going to spoil in a week or two. So it's cool that they just give it away to their employees. That's awesome. Well, so you get to bring some home. Well, there you go.
I don't. I better, but
it's in the same home, so you got beer reviews for days.
Hell yeah. Personal stories with Mopar.
Okay. Someone to sing a little jingle like Mr. Rogers style for that. And pop
Will
it
you
in.
Be my drunkard? Oh, shit.
I actually thought, so I went on Dead Pulio's buddy's podcast when I was in LA, and he has a little soundboard that he does, and he pulls up some hilarious shit. Like, I don't know, I said something, and he pulled up like a short Metallica clip, and he would pull out things from like Forrest Gump or whatever. But I thought it might be cool if we'd start doing a soundboard, and you say something dumb, and I'll just pull up a Yoda quote or something. Or a Metallica song. Or Between the Bear and Me riff.
And I'd just be like, oh, okay. That means shut the hell up.
Every time you make up I'll have one for every time you make up a word. And I'll play something fucking ridiculous. The ability to speak to not make you intelligent.
I.O. Silver, away!
Just all our inside jokes are in one fucking soundboard. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We have Nicole Serrano joining us along with all the other drunken bastards. So it's a nice change of pace.
You drunken bastards.
Let's get back to our beer reviews over here.
Oh, yeah. Fucking tangents. I don't have much to say about mine. I summarized it. It's an awesome Oktoberfest ale, but it's a lager, so it has all the bright, shimmery, crisp lager goodness that you want. It's a little weird at first, but you get used to it. Like, you don't expect the lager taste to be there. It's kind of like an Oktoberfest mixed with a Miller Lite or something. But that's not a bad thing. It's actually really refreshing. It's a good take on the Oktoberfest. So I like it. If you're in Columbus, all of Ohio actually gets a Columbus Brewing Company. I'm pretty sure. And they should be a little outside Ohio too. Like Great Lakes. Because they're old. A little bit. Because they're old enough. 20, 30 years next year actually.
Yeah, they're as old as us, you jungle.
Nice. Anyways, it's good. I recommend trying it. Perfect timing for it. It's been... Nice. Perfect weather, like nice during the day and chilly fall weather at night here. So it's perfect time for this beer.
Hell yeah. Mine is a very drinkable high alcohol beer. So that's a very different beer, I guess. If anything 10% or near it, you usually get the burn of the throat.
Do you know that Belgian triples are supposed to be like that? You just got it anyways.
What? What do you mean?
Like, what Belgian triples are going to be like that, right? Or you forgot?
Yeah, everything else was an IPA, and I was like, I've done 10,000, 100 IPAs all day.
It's true.
So I just grabbed the one thing that I hadn't known about.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a good change of pace. Very drinkable for the high alcohol. Very drinkable for the Belgian style. Very bubbly. So River Horse Brewing. It's their triple horse. I'll give it a 2 for the drinkability. I'm not a big fan of the Belgians. We've already talked about that, but
that's a nice change of pace from when you initially opened it and sniffed it. I thought you were going to zero territory.
Your nose buds aren't ready for a lot of this stuff,
Someone gonna make a shirt with nose buds?
No. It's just gonna have little speakers that you pop into your nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Nose buds.
I'm gonna give us a solid fucking 3. It's delicious. For every beer drinker could find something to enjoy in this.
I did not expect that.
Go get the beer.
The goblet's just going to your brain.
No, man. Well, I do feel special drinking out of it, but no. It's good, man. It's the season. It's Oktoberfest time. Next week, we got to get the same one. Next week, the Sierra Nevada. They do that custom Oktoberfest every year. We got to get that next year.
Okay.
Have it. Drink it. Yeah.
Do it.
What's the plan with Comic-Con? You coming? Yes? You staying? What are you doing?
Can't stay, man.
Don't be a dangus.
Can't stay.
We'll stay for at least Friday so you can hang out with Tommy Boy and Lord Kerner.
I might be able to make that happen.
Do that. We'll record a podcast. We haven't had Kerner on the show in fucking millennia.
See, that sucks. If we were going to the show on Friday, it would have worked out, and I would be able to drive back Saturday. But it being Saturday, and we're driving, dude, it would add like 10 hours. It'd be a 10-hour drive.
Boo!
Well, you're not driving every week, so.
Boo!
So unfortunately, I just won't have the physical time to make that extra. It's like an extra hour and a half, but it'll add 3 hours to my drive total. So it's too much. I got to get back, and I was out this weekend. We were in DC. I was in Syracuse, New York that same fucking week. So I've been all over the goddamn wastelands.
Yeah,
I was in Syracuse, New York. I was in Scranton, PA. I came home. We went down to DC. You passed Baltimore on the way, dude. I was all over the fucking place.
Classic.
And I'll be in Columbus tomorrow. I'll be leaving.
Classic towns from the office. Did you pass any laws while you were in DC?
Did I pass any laws?
Yeah.
Yes.
Make Star Wars required.
We were part of a fucking riot right out front of the White House.
Yeah.
Something about Nazis and shit. I don't know. I just stood there and laughed.
You have a revolt about stormtroopers?
Yeah, the Imperials. They're not giving us fucking any of it. So that's all I heard.
Try to get a law passed to make Star Wars required viewing for all elementary students.
But it was a good time. I've been to DC quite a few times. It's always nice to go back, especially now. I'm only like 2 hours away from it.
Nice.
So we left, early Saturday morning and spent. No, we whatever. But it's only 2 hours, so we spent a couple days down there. It was nice. There was the clown posse, the
ICP.
The ICP was in DC the day we were there. We didn't actually see it for some reason, but I think they were stomping around the fucking Jefferson Memorial
Shannon
or something.
Just said Imperial Clown Posse right before you said that. What the fuck were they doing there? That's hilarious. I saw somebody post a meme, of it was like a tip jar, but it was a vote tip jar. So it was split in half, and it was Pennywise on one side and ICP on the other side. Maybe it had something to do with DC. What the fuck were they doing down there?
So that is something, now that you mentioned Pennywise, have you seen the comparison videos like on Facebook?
Of what?
Of specifically the drain scene, the very first, the scary scene we were talking about. They compare the old one and the new one.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check it
out. The old one is so bad. It's so bad. It's like he sounds like a drunken Boston guy trying to sell like hot dogs on the street. He's like, the kid was just like, my dad told me not to talk to strangers. He's like, is that right? Well, I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
That is not what he sounds like.
I swear to God, go watch it. We can watch it. Let's bring up the audio.
I'm going to bring up the audio right now.
Is that right? Well,
it's literally like that.
That's what he sounds like.
I swear to God, look it up.
Grandma from Boston who smokes.
I'm not kidding. He sounds like that. That's exactly how he sounds.
Dude, that's not how he sounds. You're lying.
See if you can find it. I'd say just like drain scene or something. Drengus.
Hey, lick my plate, you dog dick.
That was an ad for Tales from the Crypt.
Oh my God, that was close.
What the fuck that was? I was like, yeah, he's going to think that that's actually Tim Curry. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for this to pop up.
Okay.
It should be happening right now. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
See?
Aren't you going to say hello?
He doesn't sound as bad as you said.
Come on, bucko. Don't you want a balloon?
God, that sounds like a joke, dude. Keep going.
It is.
Strangers. My dad said so.
Very wise of your dad, Georgie. Very wise indeed.
Oh my God, I can't do it, Georgie.
Wise.
I can't.
It is hard to watch it now that I've seen the new one. I won't lie, but Back when I was like 12, man, it was scary.
Well, okay, if you're gauging the ranking of a movie based on your 12-year-old self, it's not a good movie.
Tell that to every Star Wars fan ever.
No.
Yeah.
No, episode 1's the best.
Totally. No, I know what you mean, though. The new ones creep me out, and I'm 30. Almost 30. But yeah, maybe I don't remember it being that goofy. Well, you don't know what to expect. There's no expectations for that. And then now it's like, okay, you have that to go off, which was profoundly a scary movie. But all you have to do is not sound like a jackass in a drain, and you're going to be scary. Could have been like, hey, what are you doing? And be like, that's fucking scary. Get the hell out of here. I don't like your balloons. Yeah, back in the day it was, but now seeing the new one and going back makes it a little tough. I know what you mean.
It's the issue I have with all of this is it's not a fact of special effects. It's not a fact of like makeup, special effect makeup artist. Like, you just have to be a scary clown. Like, I don't understand why he had to. I don't know. I love Tim Curry. I love Tim Curry, but that just itched my scrunch, man. I did not like that.
I thought I thought in the Mopar vocabulary, itch my scritch was a good thing.
Yeah, but that's why he itched my scrunch. Yeah, that's a bad place to itch. You don't want to itch my scrunch.
Yeah, sure.
No one comes back from
the conjugation of the second word there. I didn't quite get it.
The obsolation of the.
It's not itching the scritch, is what you're supposed to say. Mm-hmm. We need a shirt of that too. Itch my scritch.
Oh yeah, Tim Curry was scary. Haven't you seen a Home Alone 2? That is amazing.
I love Home Alone 2.
Yes, Home Alone 2 is.
We love great. You. Love that fucking movie.
God, and we're going to many rants already. So I saw a list of like the top 10 Christmas movies, which I don't know how I already saw that.
Home Alone
it's fucking
1
September.
and 2 should have both been on there.
Home Alone 1 was. There was stuff like Elf. There was stuff like A Christmas Story.
Yep.
Grinch.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation is an obvious one. But there was a lot of them on there. I was just like, A Wonderful Life. I'm like,
those
shut
are
the shit
five
off.
good ones, though. Those are 5 that I'd probably try to watch every season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was just happy that Home Alone was on there. Like, even I don't know what it is mentally. I don't think of it as a Christmas story, but it takes place during Christmas, so it's like duh.
Right.
Or a Christmas movie, I guess. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just had to talk about that real quick. All right. Let's move on to some Star Wars.
Well, we're not that far away from Christmas, which is actually crazy as fuck to think about.
We're not even to fucking October yet. Let's calm our...
I know, but it feels like we were just laying on cold concrete floors in Orlando at Celebration, and it's already September.
Cool our jets. Cool it down. It was like 110 this weekend during the Insane Clown Posse at the fucking Jefferson Memorial in D.C. this week.
Nice
That's why my face is red. They don't like it, okay?
We were at a wedding up in Lakeside, Port Clinton, Marblehead area, right by Cedar Point. So right on the water. It's super nice, man. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So nice. Yeah.
Wait, what does he say? Jamie Spielberg said they're making a sequel to It's a Wonderful Life. The movie's like 100 years old.
It's like 100 years old.
That's what I said. Jamie Spielberg from, he's on Periscope right now. Yeah, that movie's from like the 30s, the 40s, right?
Yeah. I think I've seen it once and I just laughed my way through the whole thing.
I'm trying.
I did it.
All right. Time for Star Wars. So once again, Star Wars released.
You make it sound like such a chore. All right, time for Star Wars.
Gotta mentally prepare myself.
Dear God, let's go.
This is like the 3rd week in a row that as soon as we record, the next day Star Wars posts some big announcement about the upcoming movies or something like that. So we didn't get to cover it until now. So you've all heard of this probably already. Colin Trevorrow was fired from episode 9. We talked about that last week. And they hired back J.J. Abrams, which I am fairly solidly happy with.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. They're kind of if they're going to fire a director right now, they're kind of in a pinch. They have to hire somebody that they can trust, that they know is going to do a good job, carry on the vision. And it's kind of cool that he started with 7, so he's kind of end capping the thing. And Rian Johnson is hopefully going dark in the middle of it. I don't know. But yeah, so JJ's back. Bad Robot is back.
So the saving grace, not even saving grace, just a tidbit on the background of Colin Trevorrow. The only major thing he's ever done was Jurassic World.
Which
outside
I
of
hated.
that, there's like some very unknown. There's a documentary. The only other movie that I even see is Safety Not Guaranteed. I've never even heard of that.
I don't want to pull any of those kind of arguments though, because I never heard of Rian Johnson before.
Fair enough.
And it seems like he's doing an awesome job.
Yeah, you're
So-
right. I hadn't either.
They
Okay.
hired him back in the day for a reason. Obviously, he was doing something right, or they liked his ideas or his style or something. Like back in 2013, 2012, whatever. They hired him for a reason. But times have changed and the movies have evolved in this certain way, and they have to just get the fuck rid of him. So
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Rian Johnson, the only major things he's done is Looper, which actually had Darth Vader in it, Hayden
Yeah.
Christensen.
Yeah.
And he did, it looks like 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, which is well renowned. But did you ever get through all of Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
only one
perfect.
time though. It's been a while, so
How does that rank?
I want to say it's in the top 5, but I've only seen it once all the way through, so I don't remember much of it actually. I actually was thinking about going back and rewatching it again.
I seriously think it's my top 2.
TV shows?
Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else. I've never even gotten through anything else outside of Lost, which is
JJ Abrams.
arguably not worth it.
I have a lot of comedy TV shows in my top ranks because I don't watch much serious shows. So
Yeah.
I'd probably say like Thrones. Breaking Bad, Arrested Development, Parks and Rec, and I don't know, like Always Sunny probably.
Oh, I'll put Always Sunny. Yeah, I like that. I see. It's hard without lists in front of you, but yeah, that's probably my top 3: Breaking Bad,
Well, I guess
Game of Sunny, and Always Thrones in Philadelphia.
Well, no, because we could include. So I would say House of Cards. That needs to go in there for me for sure.
it's not one of my favorites, but yeah,
That would
it's
definitely
great.
go in there for me. Oh, dude, see, there's a lot now that I pulled up Netflix and I can actually look. Like,
Eastbound and Down is definitely up there too. It's
that
hilarious.
yeah, and if Freaks and Geeks wasn't just one season, that one's up there.
Yeah.
The Office. Dude, there's a lot, man. I don't know. It's hard to choose.
The one
But we're talking about
I'll
Star
always
Wars
go
now.
back to is Married with Children. And I grew up with that, with my parents loving it, obviously, because I didn't even get half the jokes. But I've gone back and rewatched quite a few episodes. Fucking hands down hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so good. And it's so genuine because it's just like you're a family, but we all hate each other. So let's get drunk about it. And let's talk shit about people.
Yeah, I
It's
was
hilarious.
rewatching the 70s show recently. That one's really funny too. I usually don't like sitcoms like that, but it's really funny.
See, yeah, I'm kind of along those lines where I didn't even think it was that funny, but it was so well written that the jokes just came off as such a well. I don't even know how to say that in such a good way that it was like funnier than the jokes even were.
Yeah.
Like I should have saw that coming, but I didn't. That's why it was funny.
Right.
So yeah, I completely agree.
Back to Star Wars though.
Let's. Well, we literally said one thing. We're like
About JJ. Then we started talking
Trevorrow.
about
Anyways,
Breaking Bad. So JJ is back to write and direct episode 9. Still untitled. Still no information about the story. Co-writer.
So
What?
What's the pros and the cons of this? Because everybody we've already talked about people getting pissed and signing petitions.
We actually
and
haven't talked in detail about that yet. I would say it's mostly pros. The con is it's cool. It would be cool to see another take and vision on Star Wars, especially once we found out that they were fairly open with each new movie taking the previous story and then writing a new story. Like, they didn't slate out all 3 movies at once. So for every new movie, they're taking what's happened in the other ones, coming up with new ideas, and then writing the story and the script based on that. So I thought it would be cool to see another person's take. That's like the only downside I can think of. I can't fucking take it seriously. But I loved episode 7. I think JJ's great. He's a pro. He knows what he's doing. I don't really have a complaint. I don't have a complaint. I don't want to sound like all hell Lucasfilm. They can do no wrong, because that's definitely not how I feel about it. But at this point in time, to get somebody on board for episode 9, Ryan obviously couldn't have done it. Episode 8's not even out yet. He's still busy with post-production and the score and fucking press releases and all that stuff as we get closer to December. There's no way he could have done it. And if they're in a pinch, they can't take a chance on someone. He's a safe bet.
See, but that's almost a con for me, just knowing that he's a safe bet. And that kind of goes along the same lines as I'd like to see someone else's point of view of the Star Wars universe.
From a certain point of view.
Him being a safe bet takes away from the potential of what someone else could like bring to the universe.
Yeah.
With all of that said, do I think it was smart? Absolutely. Like if you weren't happy with this guy, he already made a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Now, I guarantee you, everyone signed in that stupid ass petition to like have, JJ taken off the movie. Absolutely hates episode 7 for no reason.
Okay, yeah. Well, I hope they don't go to the fucking theater to see episode 8.
Exactly.
Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I'm going to sit here and complain about everything, but I'm going to make sure I go see them all. Give them my money.
And that's just it. Like, even if people absolutely love episode 8, 7 got them there. Like, why?
Because we talked about this. They have nothing better to do. They don't like anything. They refuse. I just drank.
I know. We got to drink about it because we're getting pissed real quick.
They're never going to feel like when they were 10 and saw episode 4 and 5 and 6 for the first time again, and they're just waiting for that to happen. It's not going to happen. So the petition, if you guys aren't familiar, is, let me pull it up, against J.J. Abrams. I think the summary of it is they don't want him working on Star Wars because episode 7 was a rehash of 4. And like we've talked about many, many, many times on the show, the only criticism for episode 7 is that it's like episode 4. Like you can't complain about the quality. You can't complain about the characters. They took risks. What the fuck is happening? I hate fucking pages with ads. Sorry.
Let's drink about it. What the hell is happening?
So like a few lines from it, like there was virtually no creativity. No risks were taken.
What? Come on.
No risk were taken? Kylo Ren, you made the villain a crybaby. What a fucking risk is that?
See, my
That's a good
thoughts
thing,
are...
is what I'm trying to say.
My thoughts are no risks were taken. That's bullshit because the way... You got to understand, the director, while in this stance, he was part of the writing group, right?
Yes. And he will be again for 9.
It takes it back a little bit, but like you got to realize JJ as the director only can shoot what's given him, what's given to him. So you have to make Kylo look like a bitch. All right, well, I'm gonna make him cry in front of Vader's mask with some pants off. It's just like I don't know what else to fucking say. I don't understand. Everybody's hatred about it.
Don't worry, they only have 2,000 signatures, so I think we're fine.
That's astounding. So that's those 2,000 people that have been bitching about The Force Awakens across the universe.
And they sound louder than everybody else, so that's all we hear about. But yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff in here about how box office numbers should not be their number one goal. There's virtually no creativity, no risks taken, cannot be the trajectory of the sequel trilogy. The metric for a success in a Star Wars movie cannot be box office sales. They need to listen to fan criticism. Fans deserve better and demand better.
How do you feel about that? Because there is somewhat of a point along those lines where I don't care about the people that don't like Star Wars. Stop trying to appeal to them and get them into Star Wars. Appeal to me. I'm the one spending the money. I'm the diehard fan. It's almost like the Metallica. I will always go with Metallica. So the first 4 albums of Metallica were to a specific fan, and then the Black Album came, and it was for everybody. And of course, those specific fans that were like, Metallica's my band, I understand them, it's for me. And then they make Black Album. It was such a punch to the face. I feel like maybe that's starting to happen with Star Wars.
Yeah, but
it's
I love
mine.
the Black Album.
It's mine. It's mine.
But I love the Black
Album. That 10-year-old kid likes it. Fuck this. I hate it now.
Yeah, man, but I love the Black Album.
Me too, because we understand.
Technically, it's their best album, technically.
Best, well, yeah. Best sounding.
Technically, it's their best album.
I wouldn't say technically, but okay.
I mean, not in terms of guitar virtuosity. I'm just saying, I meant technically as in like, all
Mixing.
things considered across the board.
Production.
It's their best album.
Production.
No, all things considered. All things considered.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyways, sign a fucking petition about Metallica and Star Wars.
Let's go back to 1991. I hate the Black Album, and I'm a huge fan of it.
I am. I do. I literally do think it is their best one for various reasons. But yeah, I can't muster a response because these people and their petitions are so insignificant that I just want to ignore it altogether.
People. Now you're putting them into a group.
I am. I'm racist against petition signers.
Those petitionists. Fucking assholes.
Petitioners. Anyways, it's not, you don't understand the point of fictional stories. They all tend to relate because they all work for a reason. So the fact that 7 is like 4, if that's your only argument about the new sequel trilogy, then that's not an argument because of course it's like 4. What the fuck else did you want?
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to bitch about stuff. So JJ's taking it over, regardless how you feel about it. I think there's still a lot of potential. We'll see what happens with 8. I think if 8 kills it, people will look at JJ a different way because he's set 8 up technically. You know, he wrote up to the beginning of 8. Now he's going to write the fucking end of 8.
Yeah.
So regardless of how you feel about it right now, it is what it is. And in JJ, we trust.
I do. I really do. I think he did a great job with 7.
Name one other person that you would wholeheartedly be open to giving. I mean, that's hard to say because that's the job of Disney right now. Okay, we got to get rid of this guy. Yeah, but who the fuck's gonna fill that guy's shoes?
Yeah,
we barely trusted him. Well,
and it's
what about JJ? Of course.
And it's a rough thing too because like a lot of directors that have that kind of clout have a specific style. Obviously, every director has a style, but like Christopher Nolan has such a specific style. Like he can't do Star Wars. You couldn't put James Cameron to do Star Wars. Like I don't think it works. It does work with JJ though. We know it works with JJ now though because of 7 to me. Yeah. Because if James Cameron went at it, I don't know. Maybe he could. We're gonna see Ron Howard go at it. I guess. Yeah, we don't know.
God, what if Ron Howard just? It's so. But that's what you have to do. That's the risk that Disney is taking right now.
That's
Ron
and
Howard,
this is the safest.
It.
And this is the safest risk is having JJ.
Nicole says, "I'm not stoked though." Well, Nicole, remember when you left this chat and we were all happier? Let's go to that. I'm just salty. I'm just kidding. Let's drink about it.
I'm not unstoked about it.
I'm not stoked.
I'm not stoked. Like I said, I really don't have any cons. The one point that this petition,
shots fired.
The one point that this petition actually makes is talking about Star Wars' goal should not be for box office sales, which I've argued with doing things with Rogue One when they did the reshoots and things like that. I understand the point of view, but when you're Disney, you can't not have box office sales in mind. It's the biggest thing on the planet. Star Wars is the biggest thing on the planet.
The one thing you do have to realize, well, yes, Disney's a business, but the fact that they are making Star Wars movies means they are making money. regardless.
Yeah.
You could literally make the worst Star Wars movie ever, and it could get 0 out of 10 on fucking freshcelery.com, and it would still sell the fuck out because everyone would want to have an opinion about it.
I understand.
Can that be the name of the episode? Freshcelery.com.
I was just typing that in. The point that we tend to forget about is that there are more people who aren't diehard fans that see Star Wars than there are people that are diehard fans.
Yeah.
So if they do release a shitty movie that does get 0 out of 10, they are going to lose a lot of fucking money. We are all going to go see it no matter what. But the majority of people that go to the movies are not on Twitter sharing pictures of porgs and shouting about episode 9. That's not the majority of people that go to the movie theater. So they have to still appease that portion of the viewer base. So I don't know. Long story short, I'm happy with the decision. I'm not overjoyed by it, but I get it, and I think JJ is going to do just fine.
I agree. I think with their backs against the wall, who are they going to turn to? JJ. He's already fucking made an awesome movie.
Yeah.
That has set us up perfectly for 8. So who better else to close it than one of the writers/directors of the fucking first movie?
Right.
Come on, guys.
And also interesting note for me, because I'm a big fan of Batman vs. Superman, the co-writer is Chris Terrio, who I had never heard of, but I looked him up, and he wrote Batman vs. Superman and Argo, both awesome movies. And I really liked what happened in Batman vs. Superman. So I think that might be a good perspective to have for episode 9.
Steve Kirk says, damn, freshcelery.com is taken.
Damn it.
For now.
We will
buy it.
Gonna buy that shit.
It's just gonna be us ranting and raving about all the movies we like. UHF is the best thing ever. 10 out of 1.
Yeah, we should start a movie review, like a parody movie review site.
We really should.
Just give everything
we should
10 out of 10.
A parody of Rotten Tomatoes and just do the complete opposite and argue that. We could. We literally could.
Fresh celery. I love it.
Perfect.
That's the big Star Wars news for the week. A few tiny things. Paul Bettany, known for his role as Vision and Jarvis in the Marvel Universe, wrapped filming with the Han Solo movie. He must not have had a big role because it was just announced that he was coming on like 2 weeks ago, and he's already done. So must not be too huge, but he's an awesome actor, and Ron Howard shared photos and all that fun stuff. Apparently, the next version of Force Friday is going to be called Wookiee Weekend. This is going to be for the Han Solo movie. Don't know when it's going to happen. This is the first Star Wars movie in a while that's releasing in May. So, but as they've been known to do, the Force Friday thing a few months before the movie release has been good for sales of toys and shit. Although the last one, like we said in Columbus, was not that big. But that's just Columbus. It's not that big of a market. So
I have a feeling, well, first of all, Columbus is a big market. There's just a bunch of pansies in Columbus.
Not compared to like New York and Chicago and LA.
You'll also have to realize,
you gotta realize.
I will argue against that because in the Midwest, outside of Chicago, Columbus is basically it.
Columbus is like the 14th largest city, right?
Yeah, but in the Midwest, it's probably the second.
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee means the good land.
That's what I was thinking of too.
We're not worthy. All right, guys.
Cleveland?
I've had enough of that. Cleveland's a half the size.
Milwaukee, Chicago, I don't know.
Indianapolis. Nothing's even close. So Columbus is surprisingly large. Did you know? Real quick. Did you know?
Columbus factoids.
This astounded me when I heard it because I don't know. Columbus actually has 200,000 people more than Boston.
No fucking way. Really?
Yeah. Boston's only like 600,000. Columbus is at like 890 or something ridiculous now.
I'm gonna fact check your dumbass on this.
I was very surprised when I saw that because I was just like, if someone came up to me and said which is larger, Columbus or Boston, I would have been fucking Boston because it's been around for 400 years.
But 4,000 years. All right, so yeah, Columbus is 14. So I did get that random factoid right. Boston's 22. Wow. Yeah. I would not expect that at all. New York's obviously first. LA, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Philly, San Antonio, San Diego, Dallas, San Jose, Austin, Jacksonville, Florida. That's surprising, actually. Yeah. It's not like Miami or Orlando. San Francisco is 13, and then Columbus is 14 with 860,000.
So the only two in the Midwest were Chicago and Columbus.
That's
why Columbus is such a growing city, because it's between everything. And if you're gonna do something in the Midwest, either do it in Chicago or Columbus. And Columbus has such a big market because Pittsburgh's nearby. Cincy and Cleveland and Dayton and all. I mean, there's a lot of shit nearby, but whatever. I'm done ranting and raving about Columbus.
Well, Disney, you're gonna have to step up your game in terms of Force Friday, because we did not have a good experience last time.
I don't know if you guys just saw that. I didn't watch my own video, but I literally accidentally threw beer, and it just it was like I was doing a hail fire.
I didn't see it.
It was just, I got done sipping and I went like this and it went, woo. I don't know. I'm done with that shit. This 10% is definitely kicking in.
I was going to say, I've noticed. So Wookiee Weekend hopefully will be happening. We'll get some cool shit. We mentioned earlier the new book, Star Wars from a Certain Point of View. It's like a collection of a bunch of different Star Wars stories.
From different certain points of view.
Yeah.
That's it.
Including stories from a Tusken Raider's point of view, and the Mouse Droid, and Mon Mothma, and the Cantina bartender. Just talking about how some fucking old drunk cut off a guy's arm in his bar.
Dude, I went to work one day, and this fucking old hermit whipped out this laser sword. I ain't seen that shit in decades.
So the book's coming out October 3rd. The bigger news is that they announced that John Hamm, who's Don Draper from Mad Men, is voice acting for Boba Fett in the audiobook version, which he's an awesome actor. I think he's great at pretty much everything that I've seen him in. But why don't you get the actual Boba Fett or Jango Fett actor just to do the voice?
They just aren't thinking it through.
Or they thought it
just,
or they thought
John,
it through too much.
John Hamm has the name. We'll just use him. Let's make more money.
I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like Tamara Morrison or the Daniel Logan, the guy that played Boba as a kid, they're both active. They're not fucking old and dead. Get him in the fucking studio and do the thing, man.
Dude, clones.
I was also pissed that they didn't have him for... I mean, Tamara Morrison's not like the most popular, expensive actor of all time. Like, I was pissed they didn't have him in the Clone Wars to be the clones.
Wait.
Jango Fett, the guy from episode 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying in the
animated series.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was a different voice actor.
I was thinking in the Clone Wars, like he was in every movie, wasn't he?
I always call episode 2 the Clone Wars by mistake, I know. No, but so I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, why? They're there. They can act. They can do it. Fuck.
They're cheaper
They're cheaper than John Hamm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've got to just be using him as a name.
I just don't get it. They probably are. They probably are. But yeah, I mean, it should be a cool book and audiobook regardless. I just don't get when they bypass, like, if there's a character that's already been in a movie or an animated show and people, like actual fans of Star Wars, know their voice, it doesn't make sense to not have them in there. For characters that have only been in books, then do whatever the fuck you want, but whatever.
Dude, I almost bought this shirt the other day.
I bought this shirt the other day.
Actually, it was when I bought this one. I was looking at it and it had... Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I thought it looked familiar. So it had like a Star Wars alphabet, and it had like...
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
B as BB-8 and I as IG-88, and it went all the way through, but I got this one instead. I wanted to be a simple dungus.
Should have got both of them.
I would have if they were buy one, fucking get all of them.
Buy one, get every other one.
Well, one is $100. I still would have done it.
Looks like we got a new comic coming out. Focus on Luke and Leia. It's called Storms of Crate. Never heard of Crate before.
Wait.
Not like
How
Darth Crate. C-R-A-I-T.
Where's this at? Oh,
so
wow.
they just must have made up some new planet or whatever. Okay. But establishing a base for the resistance in the First Order. Or for the resistance against the First Order.
So it's a new comic. Okay.
Something like that. I've heard mixed things about the recent comics. We got Wolfgar popping in the chat. Oh, yeah. Tangent. Since he mentioned this about David Prowse. Darth Vader is retiring from all appearances at the end of this year. The original David Prowse as Darth Vader.
Well, I've heard he's kind of a jackass, so who gives a fuck?
He seems funny as hell on Twitter, but he just announced, I mean, he's like 80. So he's like, this is my last year.
What else are you supposed to do, yeah?
I'm not doing cons anymore. So, yeah, I think that's probably the same for Peter Mayhew as Chewie. I mean, he's got to be like immobile now.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate, but you can't drag that shit along. That's why they killed off Han, because Harrison was just like, look, I'll come back and do it, and I'll make the fucking big bucks, but let me move on and do fucking Blade Runner 110.
Crash my airplane into a new golf course.
You know, I did, so for how salty we picture, why I just said his fucking name, Harrison Ford. For how salty we picture him and portray him, I saw an interview with him and like fucking GQ magazine or something weird, and they were just pounding him with nerd questions.
Yeah, he has no idea.
And it was funny. Well, no, he was actually straightforward. You know, they're just like, so what was your favorite character? Like the dude from Blade Runner, something else, or Han Solo? And he's like, whichever one makes me more money. I'm like,
definitely Han.
Yeah. Well, and no, or he said, I don't pick favorites. I'm like, okay, Han Solo over here. Like that, without, I'm sorry. Do you agree with this? I'll ask this. Without Han Solo, do you see Harrison Ford taking off like he did? And that big argument that begins with, does
I don't like that argument.
Raiders of the Ark, or I'm sorry, Indiana Jones take off without him?
I don't like that argument because I am of the mind that he's a really good actor, and if it wasn't Star Wars that propelled him, it would have been something else. Like he's a good actor.
No, I think timing and place is everything.
It's not everything. It's a lot. But if he didn't get Star Wars, there would have been something in the next few years that would have clicked for him. Obviously not as big as Star Wars, but he still would have been a good actor.
But like, I don't know the history. So would he have gotten the Indiana Jones role not knowing Lucas through Star Wars?
I am very lacking on my Indiana Jones knowledge. I've actually been meaning to watch those. I've only seen the first one time, like 10 years ago. Okay. And I remember almost nothing of it. Nazis melt at the end. That's all I remember. I'm not going to even pretend I know anything about it either. So Nazis might not even melt at the end. I just made that up. I don't know.
The one I saw was there was a bunch of fucking rambling assholes in a fucking cave, and they were trying to do some voodoo shit, and everybody was melting. I don't know.
Everybody melts in all of them, I guess.
All right, moving on here. What do we got?
There's a book of short stories about Canto Bight, which is the casino planet that we've seen a few shots from of Last Jedi. That's coming out. So like we kind of saw...
Whoa. Say that again?
Canto Bight.
Yeah, but...
there's a collection of 4 short stories about the species in the city planet thing.
But you said we saw where?
We've seen that in a few of the screenshots and stuff for episode 8.
What?
The casino. It's like a casino thing. We saw some. Yeah, look it up. It's Bight. Canto Bight. But we've seen that in some promo shots. So just like we saw with Force Awakens and Rogue One, if you see in promo material of novels and stuff in stores like in Barnes & Noble, Journey to Last Jedi, they always release a series of books leading up to the new movie that kind of fill in some of the gaps about the characters and the species and the planets and stuff. So like we got Phasma, which is leading up to Last Jedi. There's a new Leia novel, this Canto Bight thing. There's some comics. All these things are kind of ramping us up to episode 8. Jamie Spilsbury, thank you, man. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
which we still haven't gotten a fucking trailer for.
Week by week. Instead of counting down the days to Last Jedi, we should be counting up the days that we haven't gotten a fucking trailer.
Yeah, I agree. Because fuck that. All right.
So yeah, Canto Bight. I mean, I'm sure it'll be cool, but whatever.
So I mean, the quick pictures that I saw looks like it's a completely different city during the day than it is during the night. I literally just searched Canto Bight and I clicked on the first fucking thing, and it was like bright and shimmery, and then by daytime it was like sand duney-ish. I don't know, just plain white city.
Could be some concept art too and stuff. I think the main purpose of the thing is that there's a casino type setting. That's what we saw from Entertainment Weekly spread and from the trailer.
That's a cool idea, though. Like if you like a city that changes with the sun. I don't know.
It's possible.
Whatever. Dude, that would also be fucking sweet. Think about it.
I'm thinking.
I'll try to. Is if it had a slow rotation, and by like let's just say it's 24 hours of daylight and 24 hours of night. That would be cool if like that's wherever you were on that planet, it seriously changed. Like you do not go out. It's fucking casino, murder, and death sticks, and you don't worry about it. I don't know, dude. I'm just thinking like they could introduce something weird like that. Why does everything have to just be sunlight, daylight? Everything rotates the fucking same. Like they could go really weird into like science and astronomy that actually makes fucking sense. It's not astronomy, right?
Astrology. No.
Astrology. Thank you.
Wait, no.
It's astronomy.
Astronomy is the science. Astrology is the 12 signs of the zodiac and stuff.
Yeah.
My main hope in terms of what you were just talking about is that
Your main hope or your last hope?
My last hope, my new hope is that episode 8 spans some time and they make that obvious, because a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only person that ever fucking thinks this. But to me, episode 4 and 7 happen over the course of like a day or two. So what I would like to see, like we get that from episode 5 and 6, that these 3, yeah, so that it spans some time. So that would be cool to see. So Tom, MLG Cool Dog, what's going on, dude? We're talking about episode 8. So that's my main hope. Canto Bight seems cool and all. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can't really talk about until we see it, because it's brand new. Unlike J.J. Abrams coming back, we can talk about that all day.
I really think that's a mishap in the Star Wars universe. Is if they just had who's back? Oh, Matt Keegan. Let's drink about that.
I just drank about it,
guys.
Man, I'm drinking slower than usual. This Thrones goblet is so heavy, it's making me drink slow.
I've only had 3 and I'm blitzed. So that's what you missed, Matt Keegan.
You did miss that we talked about. Sorry, Mopar. You did miss, Keegan, that we were talking about the petition that some cuntbags have signed about kicking J.J. Abrams off of episode 9 because they have nothing better to do with their lives than to sign petitions about why they hate good movies. So we did talk about that. But now Mopar's going to ramble about something.
It's just interesting that they didn't hire, let's just call him a scientist for the fucking sake of me drinking beer. They didn't hire a scientist just to be like, make up some crazy shit that we could include that makes sense in our solar system or whatever, in our galaxy, that we could include into the Star Wars universe that could change plots. Just be like, Mr. MacGyver, get the fuck over here and tell me how the fuck the universe works. How, like, what's crazy that happens? Oh, fucking black holes happen. Well, let's fucking introduce a black hole into the Star Wars universe. Why the fuck not?
Because it's space fantasy. It's not sci-fi.
But
it is.
Whoa. It is, but it isn't. Because space fantasy is based off of what?
Fantasy.
Sci-fi.
In space.
because I mean,
it's why Star Wars doesn't explain the technical shit, but Mass Effect has an entire codex about every single thing that happens in the game, and they explain why it happens and how it happens and what the devices are and what the physics are. I just
think it would just build character in the universe. So, and I understand not everything has to be explained, and I'm wholeheartedly for that.
That's a big thing about that Ryan has kept saying about the new movie.
But still, like some mechanics of shit.
Yeah, it'd be nice. That's why we have like the visual dictionaries where we can look up. And they made the movie, and then some dude at Lucasfilm like looked at everything and just made up some technical backstory about Krennic's shuttle or whatever it is, you know? Or like the Death Troopers with their fucking language. Like it sounded cool, and then somebody at Lucasfilm made up why it sounded cool for the visual dictionary and shit like that.
Is that how the pecking order goes? Is that like we made this now? Like decide what it means?
Yeah, that's how a lot of that stuff happens.
Huh?
Like there's people that are in like the canon department at Lucasfilm that go in and take.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm part of the canon department, artillery section of Disney.
Do you clarify stories or do you shoot bazookas? I don't understand.
It's a job, dude. I'm just trying to get back to school.
That reminds me of Mitch Hedberg's joke. I randomly put him on the other day when we were driving back from the wedding, that album that we used to listen to all the time. And he's talking about he wants to get a job as a appliance naming person because that job seems easy. You just say what things does and add to the end. What's this thing do? Well, it keeps things fresh. Well, that's a fresher. I'm going on break.
Exactly. What does this do? Yeah, exactly. It cools things. Well, that's a cooler. So here we go.
Exactly. Anyways,
I was talking about Mitch Hedberg.
Dude,
I wish so. And
so funny.
I wouldn't even recommend anyone to go back and listen to that episode. But we interviewed a guy named Kevin Bartini, who actually met Mitch Hedberg before he passed away, and he was, I wouldn't say negative. I don't know how to say it. It was just more like, he was in a bad place, and it was apparent, but it was cool to hear someone like that met Mitch Hedberg, because I have listened to every joke of Mitch Hedberg's I like.
It's funny.
Which is so difficult.
Because it's his delivery.
It is. It's something. He's almost like the smartest guy alive, but no one knows it. So he just went to comedy to prove it. I mean, that's almost how he is. Like, he thinks about everything differently than everyone, and how he approaches it is like that. And I mean, like, it's just blop. Here it is. I love Mitch Hedberg.
I can get that. Yeah, he's awesome.
We like I said, interviewed a guy named Kevin Bartini, who does some comedy stuff. Honestly, I don't. Nothing against the guy. It was one of our first interviews. It was very awkward, somewhat. Yes, it was. But he did have some tidbits about Mitch Hedberg, which were pretty cool because, obviously Commander and I have not met him. So it was cool to see that side of the story. Back to Star Wars.
Back to Star Wars. So next thing, Rebels is obviously coming up. Premieres in October. First little tidbit, they've released the titles of some of the episodes. Heroes of Mandalore, In the Name of the Rebellion, The Occupation, and Flight of the Defender.
The Occupation sucks.
Flight of the Defender is cool because we finally saw the Defender, the TIE Defender, in a show or a movie for the first time ever with Rebels.
Wait.
In season 3.
Oh.
Yeah, the Defender's fucking sweet.
The TIE Defender.
It's awesome.
I was always so in that TIE Fighter game for like Windows 95, they had an X-Wing and TIE Fighter game. I had the TIE Fighter game, and I always, every time there was an opportunity to be a TIE Defender, I was, because the fucking thing was badass.
Yeah.
It was like 3 TIE Fighters in one, but they called it the TIE Defender because you just killed everything in your way.
It's fucking awesome, dude. I love the Defender.
But if you don't know what it is, just go to fucking Wikipedia and search a picture. It's literally like 3.
My X-Wing stuff's downstairs. My X-Wing case is downstairs. I have 4 of them for X-Wing.
Oh hell yeah!
Fucking sweet. But it's the
so
TIE.
How's the X-Wing thing going?
I haven't played in a while.
You have fucking 4 TIE Defenders and you don't play?
I've been wanting to, but I've been busy, man. I haven't even played Battlefield in like a month. A lot of shit happening.
That's the gauge of Commander's busyness.
If I haven't played Battlefield, I'm busy as fuck. I've been traveling. We got a lot of new shows I'm working on. It's been a lot, but I've been really wanting to play Battlefield, or that too, but X-Wing for sure. They actually announced recently the next wave is definitely going to include the TIE Silencer, Kylo's TIE Silencer, and that looks cool, and I think that's going to definitely push me back into playing. But yeah, I definitely want to play that. But the Defender's fucking sweet. It's the interceptor wings flipped, and there's just 3 of them in a triangle with a cockpit in the center. It's fucking awesome, dude. So it's cool to see that on screen in Rebels. But anyways, those are some of the titles. So obviously we're going to get more of Sabine being a badass with the Darksaber on Mandalore. This is weird. This is weird. The episodes will premiere Monday at 12:30 a.m. So after midnight on Monday, Sunday night, Monday. And
whoa.
Yeah,
so you're saying Monday morning?
So yeah, at the end of Sunday night, Monday morning, 12:30 a.m.
What the fuck?
They'll play at 12:30, 3 a.m., 7:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., and 9 p.m. I don't know what the tactic or strategy. I don't know what it is.
Overseas stuff?
Well, some people were speculating like it's the last season and they're trying to get rid of the show. So,
what do you mean they're trying to get rid of the show?
Well, it's the last season, so Disney's like ready to get Rebels off of its fucking list.
Why would they fucking promote it in 9 different things that no one's alive at?
I have no idea. idea.
No, that really doesn't make any sense. Outside of international stuff, like if it's premiering at, I mean that's Monday morning here. Wait, is that Sunday night at a decent time anywhere else? In fucking Guam?
9:30 p.m. Pacific on Sunday night? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm probably not going to be watching it live. I'm going to be watching it a little bit afterwards, probably the day after. But yeah, so just the schedule's way different. I don't know what that means specifically, but it is what it is. So like we've talked about, not the biggest fans of Rebels. I'm predicting and hoping that because it's the last season, they will do away with a lot of the filler shit and just get to the fucking point, which would be great. Because I do like Sabine. Like Sabine is one of my.
You got so low key pissed. You're just like, I wish they would just stop what the fuck they're doing and get to the goddamn point.
Hashtag serious pissed. I do love Sabine. Sabine's an awesome character.
They're all cool characters. They just waste stupid bullshit time.
I don't like Kanan or Ezra at all.
Chopper, we're going to do 7 episodes on Chopper.
No, I hate Chopper and Kanan and Ezra. I don't like them at all. But Hera's cool, and Sabine is definitely an awesome character. She's my favorite in the whole show.
How do you feel about Ezra?
I don't know. He's Aladdin with a lightsaber. I don't like him.
We might have just changed the episode name. Aladdin with a lightsaber.
But I'll definitely be watching, and let's hope they step up their game for season 4.
Whoa. We've got Matt Keegan. Have you talked about the speculation of a trailer dropping very, very soon? There's a tweet out there showing Rey's hand saying almost there. Oh, yeah.
Star Wars actually tweeted that. It was from the trailer, from the teaser that we saw.
When Rey's hand is on the earlier rock. Today or yesterday?
I think it was this morning. But
why?
it's Rey's hand from the trailer when those rocks are like being raised, when she has her hand on that rock and everything. And yeah, it was just the Star Wars account. It just said almost there, and that's it. Also up earlier in the chat, let me find it. Brian Shannon said that the trailer is reportedly to release the week of October 14th when the Rebels new season launches. So maybe they will coincide. But it's got to happen soon, because what the fuck, man? We're going to be 2 months away from the movie here pretty soon.
I'm going to see the movie before I see a fucking trailer. It's going to fucking piss me
They're
off.
going to show the Episode 8 trailer in the theater before Episode 8. That's when we're going to get to see it.
Could you imagine? Is that a good strategy? Could you literally do that and
just
get
not
your
release a trailer?
Yeah, because everyone's just going to get pissed about it and talk about it themselves. That's a crazy, weird marketing scheme.
I wonder if they're just delayed.
I assume so, because you got to like give something out. And they literally, we've gone past Force Friday and they ain't got shit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Hopefully soon, though. I mean, I can't imagine them going past, well, October 14th is still like 3 weeks away. I don't know, man. Just gonna have to wait and see. Next thing on the list for Star Wars, this is actually the last thing on our actual official list. An image from the Topps Star Wars trading card game shows what may be a new outfit for Luke. Do you have this pulled up here, Mopper?
I got it right here. Hold on 1 second.
Maybe a new outfit for Luke. It looks literally like Anakin's outfit in Revenge of the Sith. So it's like
because
dark.
He's got one hand. Is it the same hand?
I think so. Yeah, from episode. Yeah, and it's old Luke, so definitely. But it's got like very dark brown robes.
Whoa, I don't. The same hand as Anakin.
Oh, I don't think so. Not the exact same one. I just meant.
No, because Anakin Skywalker I thought his left hand cut off.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Does Luke have his right?
I think Anakin's.
Oh,
Anakin's hand. Anakin's hand.
Well, this
good
would
name
be
for a band
Luke's,
or something.
This would be Luke's right.
Let's see. I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Anakin loses his right.
So it is the same hand.
So I thought you meant like the same model of cybernetic hand.
No, but whoa. Just think about this though, because I always think Luke is older than Anakin, which is fucking weird, but that's just how the movies were dropped. Luke became Anakin. Luke built the Jedi up, accidentally destroyed it because he didn't fucking, teach a fucking
10%
all day.
We'll see if he becomes Anakin. I'm not opposed to that idea.
No. And I don't mean that in like a larger sense. I'm just saying
if there are parallels.
Anakin was the chosen one. He had his arm cut off, and then he realized his shit, and he almost became like the perfect being, but Sidious.
Right.
And it was like Luke
almost
was like
became
the chosen
the perfect
one,
being, but Kylo Ren.
And actually brought down everyone, and then started creating the perfect thing, and then got his fucking hand. I mean, everything went to shit after the hand. Yeah, everybody needs a right hand.
Look up on makingstarwars.net this trading card image, but it's old man Luke. It's a very dark brown tunic like Anakin has in episode 3, and like a black. It's hard to tell from the color. I think it's a black robe and like a very dark brown tunic. So, but it looks cool. Yeah. He looks serious. He looks old. He looks pissed, which is exactly what I want Luke to be like in episode 8. So hopefully,
let's not even lie. The Last Jedi poster, which I got around here somewhere, in your background, he looks fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, the people on Twitch can't see it. He looks
even more pissed than Kylo, and he's a larger face.
I just love how we saw that teaser for the first time. And
I did it again. I threw beer everywhere.
It's time for the Jedi to end, man. It's time for the Jedi to fucking end. I'm with it.
I'm on board. I really, truly think I've said really, truly so many times, and I'm tired of me being jackass.
Ultra, definitely, maybe.
So perhaps should.
Totally.
I'm just saying, Luke should be a disgrace of a Jedi. And everybody's looking for him, and that's the biggest changing thing. And everyone shows up, and they're just like, what the fuck is this? He's a broken man. He's like, he decided the fate of the galaxy, and that's what we were all worried about. But he's like this dude. And the resistance should just be like, I don't even know what to call the dark side. I want to call him the Sith, but like, I just don't. There's so much just right fucking there. And because of J.J. Abrams, that's the guy.
Y'all are going to come to respect him.
He created all of this. And you guys are bitching about it. And we don't know who Snoke is. We don't know what the fuck's happening with Luke. Who the fuck is Rey? Qui-Gon ain't showed up yet. What the fuck happened? And we're all pissed about how terrible episode 7 was. But yet, we have so many questions and so much up in the fucking air about 8. Let's sign a petition to fucking unsign that other petition.
We should. We actually should. That'd be awesome. I'm going to do that.
Hey, let's sign this petition. What's it for? Well, it's about talking shit to these motherfuckers.
I'm going to make a note so I can do that. Yeah, man, the criticism of 7 has just pretty much died out. Well, it hasn't died out. It needs to die out because it's just beating a dead horse over and over again. And I don't want to talk more about it because we've done the same thing. We've complained about it enough. Not about 7, but about people hating 7. We've complained about that plenty. We've praised it enough. I'm not talking about it right now. I'm going to go watch it after this, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Dude, I am like psycho jealous of your fucking shirt. All I see is Dr. Drengus. His face.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever bought, but I had to do it. They had a sale. It's like my birthday present to myself.
But it's the perfect thing. It's like that Star Wars thing. When you walk outside with a Star Wars shirt and someone says, "Hey, I like Star Wars," you're just like, "Fuck yeah!"
If anybody ever recognizes this shirt, I'm just like gonna hug them immediately.
Dude, and someone comes up to you and is just like, "You dingus," and you're like, "Fuck, I love you right now."
Samphia Drengus.
Samphia Douglas.
I love it. If anyone has not seen that, go check out the Tim and Eric Show on Adult Swim and Dr. Stephen Brule.
Padilla says, speaking of trailers, what y'all think about the sneak peek of Tomb Raider?
Padilla.
Prangdilla.
Like tortilla. Padilla. I just call him Dead Julio because it's easier.
Yeah, Tortilla.
Tortilla.
Speaking of trailers, what do y'all think about the sneak peek of Tomb Raider?
I saw nothing about that.
So let's watch it.
I imagine people are complaining about her boobs. That's usually what happens when a Tomb Raider game comes out.
Dude,
this is a girl character. She has boobs. I don't like it.
You just literally glitch out complaining about some chick's tits.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm not sorry about it, though.
Oh, shit. It's a movie trailer.
Low key, I am so excited for the Wonder Woman movie to come out.
Like on Blu-ray to watch? It's not out yet.
All right.
Are you
guys,
sure?
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Because let me check. Because Guardians has been out for like a month.
Guardians 2? No, it hasn't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought Wonder Woman would have been out by now. It comes out tomorrow. Perfect timing for you. There you go.
Wonder Woman comes out tomorrow?
Yep, Blu-ray and digital comes out tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
September 19th. So there you go.
How many teens?
19. This, trying to open this YouTube trailer for Tomb Raider is fucking up the stream, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
Pissed about it. It's cool they're doing a movie for it, though. Did you ever see, speaking of video game movies, did you ever see the Assassin's Creed movie?
No.
Yeah, didn't look good. Not about it.
So we've got a few drunken followers in the chat room. If you guys have anything left for us, say it now or forever hold your peace. While we were waiting for them, you guys can head on over to, what is it? The T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. So we just uploaded and published our TeePublic page today. tpublic.com, and just search Rogue Squad Pod like usual. So what TeePublic's cool is because you can just upload one of our logos, which we've already done, and then you can get that on a shirt or on a mug or on a hoodie or on an iPhone case or on a notebook, whatever the hell you want. So it's just really easy for you guys to order whatever the hell you want, customized to your size. You can pick any shirt color that you want with the logo on it, and that's it. So yeah, tpublic.com, just search Rogue Squad Pod, and then we will have a coupon code for the Patreon supporters to give you guys a percentage off of your orders. It's not active quite yet, but we're working on it, and it'll be available soon. So if you want to get discounts on shit and support the show, you can do that on Patreon.
If you guys are live with us, head the fuck on over there. They're discounted right now like 25 to 30%. I'm about to, right after the fact here, run over there and buy myself a shirt.
We got to get one soon.
Please note, there are different levels of shirts. And if you get like the, I'm not going to lie, if you get the fucking $14 shirt, it's probably not the most comfortable thing. So if you go, there's like a tri-weave thing is where I would start.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you have to select the quality of shirt. So I would suggest to start with a tri-weave because that's going to be your like softer cotton, polyester, and Drengus shirt.
Gotta love the Drengus
that's
shirt.
Probably where I would start. And just a side note, if you, I just don't want you guys to get upset with our shirts. If you get the whole fucking logo, that's just going to be a fucking neat piece of like wax on your chest. So if you get the white or the gray or the black single color shirt, it'll be a lot less on you. It'll feel a lot lighter. It'll be a lot more comfortable. So if you go on over to, what is it called?
So the URL is kind of annoying, but just go to TeePublic and search Rogue Squad Pod, like all of our stuff, and you'll be able to find us. There's a link on all of our social media now, and then there will be a link on the website soon.
So, wow! Oh my god, that reminds me of Nintendo 64.
Mario, I know it.
I need to buy one of those.
I have one.
I'm right on the scape. Is that a word? I'm right on the fucking scramp of buying a Nintendo. Are they gonna make? So I know they've made an NES mini version. I know they've made an SNES mini version. Are they gonna fucking do the third? Are they gonna do a fucking N64 mini version?
Probably not for like 5 years.
Or maybe tomorrow.
Also, if you get any of the Wiis, you can get all of those games on the new platform. Like on the store, you can get any of the classic Nintendo games that they have available on the new Wii and stuff. Tommy Boy will tell you about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That might make me buy a Wii. It might be worth it.
Doesn't fucking freeze up and clog with dust.
So what's the newest thing? Wii U?
The Switch. No, the Switch.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we have any news about the Switch?
I don't know about news. We don't really cover Nintendo stuff just because we don't have it, but it seemed like a pretty cool thing. You just swap from having it plugged into your TV, and you just grab the thing and put the little 2 controller slots on the side, and you can walk around like an iPad, and it's exactly the same quality, exactly the same game, which is pretty cool. I haven't been too huge into Nintendo stuff for a while, so I'm more about like Battlefield and Battlefront and Skyrim and stuff. So,
whoa, here we go. Nintendo's Switch is secretly hiding behind a copy of NES Golf. So supposedly, tinkerers managed to play the game using the console's joystick motion controls. I guess you can play. If you guys are NES fans at all, I know you know NES Golf. Supposedly, you have no idea. You've never played NES Golf?
No, played Mario Golf and Mario Tennis.
Oh hell! Come on,
On
you
the
didn't
Wii.
grow up with an NES, didn't you?
No, I had a Super Nintendo as my first thing.
Oh, NES Golf was like pissed off times 10.
So I had Mario Paint with the little mouse and Batman Returns and Power Rangers and
Nope, I had none of that. I
Super
had NES
Mario
and then
World 2 Yoshi's Island. One of the best games of all time.
See, that's the one thing I was jealous. I had an older cousin. He had Yoshi's Island. I played the fuck out of that.
It's
Whenever
so
I
good.
just ignored him. I felt so bad. I was
It
just
might
like,
be one of the best Mario games ever. Jurassic Park was crazy.
No. Jurassic Park was the hardest game
It
ever
was.
created.
It was so hard.
I had it for Sega. I rented it for Sega. I'm sorry. And I rented it like for 2 nights.
Yeah.
And I sat there and got fucking pissed and said I was never going to do it again. And then like a week later, I was just like, all right, I'll try it again.
That's how I felt with Batman Returns on a daily basis. The day that from ages like 4 to 7, I played that game on like a daily, weekly basis. And when I finally beat it, I was so happy. You have no idea. It's like beating fucking Dark Souls for the first time. That's how it felt.
Whoa. You beat Batman what? Returns?
Batman Returns, yeah.
See, I had Batman, not versus Superman, Jesus. Batman and Robin video game for Sega
Really?
was impossible.
What? I didn't even know that existed, man.
Oh, no. It was Batman Forever. Batman Forever
Sega. Huh, I did not know they had a Batman Forever game.
It was hard, man. It was probably on the same platform as what you were talking about.
Probably,
because it was,
yeah.
It was so impossible.
Huh. That's crazy. But yeah, like, so Batman Returns, Contra 3, Turtles 4.
Oh, Jesus. They were talking about impossible things.
Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island. Man, Super Nintendo was just fucking rad. I loved it.
I wish I knew the right people because I probably would have got an SNES. But for whatever reason, I was just like, I'm fucking 7 and I want to fucking, Sega. And I got it. But the other thing it's small, but it is fucking truly great. The Sonic games are awesome. The Sonic games were really awesome. So,
well, we couldn't play online back then, so it didn't quite matter what system you had. As long as you had enough controllers, it doesn't matter, really.
Right.
But yeah, man, I have vivid memories of trying to beat Super Mario World and Yoshi's Island and Jurassic Park 2. Fucking times, man.
Dude, did you ever play Castlevania? Me neither. Fuck that game.
Never, and I heard there's a Netflix show coming on about that.
What?
Yeah, because it's like a popular anime thing.
I will never get into anime. Next week on Rogue Squadron Podcast, Mopar gets into anime.
Anime rant. Yeah, of course.
Anime rant.
I have the itch to play Final Fantasy IX, which is me and Tommy Boy's favorite Final Fantasy game.
What was rated the best on that last one? Final Fantasy fucking 7?
Rated the best in the last what?
Remember, like 2 episodes ago, we were looking up the best games of all time, and it was just like 7 before 9, and you're like, what the fuck?
No, 7. I mean, 7 deserves it for when it came out, for sure. But I like 9 the best. So,
whoa, we got a bunch of rants over here. NES Golf was fun as hell from Padilla.
Everyone's arguing about Dinosaur
Yoshi's
Crisis.
Island was dope. Plays the Raptor every time. Oh yeah, in the fucking Jurassic Park game, there's no other option. Dino Crisis on PlayStation, Padilla says. I've never played that. He says
Dino Evil, Dino Crisis, Dino Evil, Resident Evil Dinosaurs, Dino Crisis. Do it, Mopar. People are ranting.
Ain't no thing. All right. Dino plus Evil, get it. I'm drunk. That wasn't me. That was okay.
Love it.
Thank you guys for dragging it around.
Thanks, everybody. We love you. We don't want to ramble on too long. So if you haven't already, go over to our new TeePublic page, grab a few shirts or stickers or coffee mugs or notebooks or phone cases. We have the full color, the black and white, the all blue, a bunch of different logos, the Run DMC sticker, which you can see here on the feed, and the Star Wars, I Love Star Wars sticker, which you can see here. You can get any of these things in multiple formats. So go check that out. And then if you want to sign up on Patreon, $1 or more for public dietaries per month, you get access to, we have a WhatsApp chat with our group of hosts and guests and fans. You can get access to that. You'll get a discount on all the merch and any future awards that we give out. You can have them. Just go to patreon.com/roast1.
Guys, if you didn't do all that, don't worry about it. You guys can go on over to YouTube.
That's it.
And subscribe to YouTube. You guys can chat with us live. It'll give you a notification when we do go live. It's been Sundays and Mondays, on and off. So you can just stay updated with us if you just subscribe. Outside of that, Mopar got a cool controller. Commander's still a Drengus. He's got the shirt to prove it. Well, let me. I just want to. Raven.
It's perfect.
Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Man. I don't even know how many people are alive still, so.
No more 10% beers on the podcast.
Who said that?
I said that.
Why?
Well, unless I have some too. We have to be equally stupid.
Man, that was a perfect podcast.
Yeah, it was good. I'm just fucking around. Brian Shannon, you can't leave a review on mobile. Are you sure? Maybe you already left one. Let me check. Also, everything changes tomorrow because iOS 11 comes out. So the entire thing's going to look different.
So what's the deal with there's like fucking 2 Apple stuffs coming out?
Let's do what? The phones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of releasing, you know how they usually do like the 6 and the 6S?
Yeah.
This time they went from the 7 right to the 8 as like, instead of releasing 7S, they just released the 8, and then the iPhone X comes out in November. It's the new fancy one with a different screen and a bunch of other bullshit that I'm not going to get.
Dude, I'm done. I'm just done with all of it. Whether it's my phone is fucking perfect. It's just I'm just done with all of it.
Good.
I ain't spending the money.
I can't review my show either because I already did. I think I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But that's it. Okay.
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I typed it out and sent it, but it never sends. It's like all that. It's like that for all reviews I try to do.
We'll do it on a computer, you dangus.
Try to
Drengle it. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Probably not. Why?
You coming to town tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll probably do. I mean, what time?
I'm just saying you're going to be in town tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your schedule like, man?
Once I get there, I'm at work.
Okay. All right. Well, my point is that we got to link up at some point. So maybe Wednesday or something.
Probably not Wednesday. Dude, I'm like locked into their schedule from when I get there tomorrow till, was it Thursday night?
Are you going to be in Johnstown or downtown?
No, I'll be close. I'll be in Johnstown. I'll be in New Albany, one exit away.
All right, cool. Well, we'll find a time to link up. We got to talk about some business shit and the Last Jedi event stuff.
Okay,
we'll make it happen. And then Friday, Kerner and Tommy Boy and recording.
Matt wants a close up of the fucking Commander Cody tat.
Oh.
You looked at both hands.
I can't because this camera's backwards. I can't fucking do it. I can't even do it now. I can't do it. It's bullshit.
Commander Cody, execute. Try to put your arm on the fucking ship.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Well, yeah. I'll see you soon.
You guys are awesome. If you're still with us and you haven't, Patreon is always an option.
We love you, Drengus.
Patreon.com/Rogue Squad Pod. You can dedicate 1 or 2 or 15 dactaries. We have to give a big shout out to Riley, who I'm not gonna lie. He does 15 dactaries a month. That's fucking amazing, and it helps us keep going. I don't want to call him out or anything, and I didn't want to do it live, but
Riley's a badass. Fuck
Riley's a badass. That's exactly the choice of words. So you guys ain't, and no, I'm kidding. No, you guys are awesome. There's no reason to call you anything else. So we are going to be peacing out.
All right, host.
Yes, Republic credits are still good. I don't know what Commander's doing. I've had enough of it.
All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.